Welcome back. So we'll now start discussing provisions of the regulations of chapter 2. Okay. So chapter 2 provides us some general principles to govern adoption, deployment and use of AI systems in courts. Okay. So these are general principles and we talk about them. So human primacy and judicial independence. Okay. So the use of artificial intelligence in court processes shall. So I'll bring your attention to the word shall that has been used in this particular chapter. Okay. Shall. So the use of artificial intelligence in court processes shall at all times remain strictly subservient to human judgment and judicial authority. Right? So this basically means that no automated decisions at all. A decision has to be made by human or and judicial authority, right? So this line makes it clear, this particular clause makes it clear that artificial intelligence is to play only an assistive role, assistant or augmented. So AI is only going to augment the court processes. It's not going to replace them or to be completely bypassed by human beings. And there lies a catch. We'll talk about it. So every AI system, again, shall function solely in an assistive capacity and shall not supplant or compromise the independent exercise of judicial authority. Independent exercise by a duly appointed judicial officer. That's why I think judicial officers should be more careful now because there are regulations that directly impact them. Not supplant or compromise independent exercise by a duly appointed judicial officer. Now, the ultimate authority to undermine matters of law, fact, and justice shall vest exclusively in the judicial officers of the competent jurisdiction. Right? If we read this clause, this means AI almost does not give any help to judicial officers because they are supposed to do almost everything as they were doing earlier. Note the word shall has been used 4 times in just this particular regulation number 4, and we'll see that it is there in almost all of them. So the takeaways are human primacy and judicial independence. There is one problem that is there in all AI governance. So all AI governance mechanisms, they depend too much on this human in the loop, right? And this human in the loop, we have seen in one of the previous videos that suffer from something called automation bias. And I would say this is one of the very big drawbacks of these regulations, that they don't even mention automation bias once. The AI committee should have acknowledged the automation bias and should have been a little lesser stricter to judicial officers. Okay, but the regulation stays the way it stays today. So this is it for regulation number 4, and then I'll see you in the video for next regulation. Thank you.